Hello and welcome to vlog number 7 for Second City Cottage down the allotment today, as ever at the moment. Birds are out singing in full, if you can hear them. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning, nice and warm today, by UK standards anyway. Here, can you hear that? Isn't that nice? That's very close to us somewhere. Bugger off, I'm trying to make a video. Today, I don't know what we're going to get done today. Jamie, who came down to help the other day, is having his summer house delivered. You'll remember I mentioned he's doing a little project where he's basically building an old style English pub in his garden. And that's being delivered today in about 457,000 different pieces. And I've said I'll go down and help him get that off the truck or van or whatever it's delivered on, and then somebody's coming to put it together another day. It's supposed to really have been there already, so it hasn't been delivered yet, so I've come down the allotment to start doing a few bits and bobs and just potter around. I've got all of that hawthorn from the other day that I showed you, the trees that came down. I've got to sort of get rid of that today, cut off the little bits and add it over in the sort of we've got an area on the plot where we can put like the not so thick wood, where it can break down over time, and the bigger bits I'll give probably to my mum for her log burner out in the sticks. So yeah, I've remembered my onion seeds this time, my onion sets, so they're going to go in the ground, and lots of people have been telling me make notes, so brought a brand spanking new book along with me. I'm going to make notes of everything I'm doing, sort of the dates that they go in the ground, what sort of soil they've gone into, so we can see whether they're a success or not, and we can follow that, because you don't want to make the same mistake twice, and there's so much going on all of the time that to be honest, I think I'll just probably forget a lot of what's going on. As I say, glorious sunshine here today, so hoping that it's going to warm up. We have had a tragedy. Dum dum dum. I left my tea flask here the other day, so I can't bring a brew down with me. It's my only one, and that's a big learning, isn't it? I think I've got to get some sort of tea making facilities down here, tea and coffee making facilities. I see some of the guys doing their vlogs have got little stoves and stuff, camping stoves, so maybe that's the way forward, because now I'm sans brew, and that's just not going to cut the mustard for me, really. So yeah, that's a bummer. Might have to have a tea break somewhere, drive home, or go through a drive-through for a coffee or something, on the way to help Jamie with his summer house if it ever gets delivered. So yeah, as you said, last time we got the bed made. Today I'm going to put the onions in and put some netting over it to protect it from the birds. Again, apparently the birds don't eat them, but they will just dislodge them, because you put onions that's quite close to the surface, I believe. My buddy has said that you shouldn't use fertiliser for onions, and I put the chicken fertiliser in. I think that's probably just going to enrich the soil, so I'm going to go ahead and plant anyway, and we'll see what happens. You know, fingers crossed we have some onions. And I'm thinking I've got my raspberry canes seemed all completely dead, so I've sort of battered those back a little bit the other day, and now there's another bed of red currants or black currants or something up right by the car, and I've already got loads. So I'm thinking maybe today I might just flatten all that out, so I've got a little bit extra room to grow some other things. Really, I'd like to get some nice gooseberries in or something like that. Maybe I'm thinking this whole, as we look up to the car left side, sort of all the way up there, maybe that's all going to be fruiting stuff. But as I say, we're just going to make notes this year and see what goes on. So flatten all that. Again, this is all depending on what happens with the delivery that I've got going out with. Hopefully I'll get a bunch of that done today and get a bunch of this wood gone. But I'm just nattering on now, so I'll show you what I mean by what I'm looking at getting rid of, and then we'll make a start on clearing, chopping down some of this wood and clearing it. Cool. So this is the area that I'm talking about clearing down. So the raspberry canes just snapping, and some people tell me that they're alive, some people tell me they're dead. They're taking up a lot of room, and I'd like a little bit more certainty. So you know, I'm just going to get rid of this, and I'll make a bed there then. And this is just about, there's just so much bramble in there, but there is life. I think I'm going to get rid of this as well. Oh look though, there's a bumblebee on there. Hello Dave. Dave the bumblebee there. See, now that makes me not want to cut it back because the bee was obviously enjoying that. Maybe I'll try and tidy it up first and see what it looks like with all the bramble and all the crap cut out of it. Maybe we'll do that. Decisions, ladies and gentlemen. But this is definitely going, and the onions are definitely getting in here and having a net put over it today, which would be nice, wouldn't it? Right. That's about it for now. I'm gonna start clearing that area down there. So actually, for a before and after, if I get anything done, this is what I'm going to be trying to clear. Joy of joys, right? Right, I'll see you in a bit. So apologies for sound because I haven't got my microphone in, but that summer house of Jamie's that I said I was coming to collect today, to help him get off the van today. Look at all of that then. Bloody loads. The plan was to come and do this, then go back to the allotment and carry on doing that. However, to be honest, I'm a little bit ballsed after doing this with Jamie, so I'll keep the same video, but it shall be carried on tomorrow, as I'm going to chill out for the rest of my day off now, and then we'll carry on tomorrow and the day after in the allotment. Cheers. Okay, so take two then. As you would have seen in the clip just there, Jamie's summer house turned out to be a summer Sandringham Palace or something. It's absolutely bloody massive. Massively glad I'm not putting that together or having to treat it. He's having to treat every side of that wood that you've seen with some sort of protectant or something. Good luck with that, because I think that's an absolutely crazy endeavour. But if it's going to make Sandringham Palace last longer, then all the best for it. Not a huge amount to say now. I'm going to carry on with what I wanted to do yesterday. However, pretty grey today. It's been pouring down all morning, and I was just about to give up on it for the day when it cleared, and it feels like it's going to stay away. So I'm going to try and get a few hours in and get a little bit done. So I'll give you an update in a bit on how far I get if the heavens don't reopen. No point showing you what I'm going to do because it's going to be exactly the same as yesterday. That didn't get done at all. Right, I'll speak to you in a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, the onions have a bed. Look at this. Look, before anybody says, I know that this is not the perfect way to put the netting over them, but I was absolutely desperate to get them in the ground today. So they're in, and tomorrow I shall do a more secure netting for them. But they're in the ground and they're protected and they're watered. I was told to leave them just poking out the ground a little bit like that. So done. Jobs at A. Fish and clearing. I'm not sure whether you can tell, but there is loads cleared now. So I'm going to keep this video going on for tomorrow as well, because I've not really done a lot on either day, but again, big things on both days. So I'm popping down for a few hours tomorrow, and we shall continue. I'm hoping to have all of this cleared back again tomorrow, and I'm going to think about dismantling a couple of these pallets to try looking and making some beds and tidy up around the compost area and all around here, and looking at making a, I think it was called a wild fence. Maybe somebody can help me with that, with these bits of hawthorn that I've got left, and the big dividers of these pallets. I'm putting up somewhere, and apparently if you weave the sort of wood in and out of them, then birds can nest in them and stuff. I think it's a wild fence it's called. Anyway, that's the plan. Nothing set in stone, but we'll carry on tomorrow. Cheers, bye bye. Well, day 3 has been a bit of a pain in the backside, to be honest. It's been raining kind of off and on. This was all supposed to be just one video on day one or something along those lines, and it's just not really panned out. You've seen earlier in the video that I finally got some onions into their beds. Came in this morning, some little critter had gotten under the temporary netting and had off with a couple of my onions. So today was supposed to just be a sort of tidy day, but has turned out into a fortify the onion bed kind of day. Not have a clue what I'm doing, just sort of using what's at hand. Luckily one of the ladies on the other plot opposite me, well, diagonally opposite me, said there's a pile of wood on her site and just to nick a few bits and bobs for stakes for the ground. It's not pretty, but it's done. It's been cold today, it's been raining every 3.5 minutes, so I didn't really want to get the camera out in case it got all wet, but the bed is done, and I've done a little bit of tidying, not as much video content as I would have liked to have had, so this whole video is just going to be higgledy-piggledy all over the place really. Too much going on. Should just really come down, focus on one thing to do, but that never happens, does it? It just absolutely never happens. Just getting here, there's films, you see these films where like things just get in your way to stop you doing what you want to be doing. I went to do a bit of shopping this morning. I thought, I'll fly home, drop it all off, and then I'll get straight down to the allotment. It took me about an hour. It should have taken me about 20 minutes. Got stuck behind every bus, got stuck by every traffic light, and then coming to the bit where I normally fly home, got stuck behind a car full of nuns. Nuns is what I got stuck behind. Can you believe it? Not known for their sort of fast and furious driving, are they? But yes, got stuck behind them. Never even seen nuns in this area. I was surprised really that they didn't set on fire or something. But we got down here, we chilled out, and I only wanted to be here till about 2 o'clock today because I've got other things to do, and so I'm off in a minute because it's approaching 2 o'clock. The football's on a little bit, and I want to just chill out and watch that. So bit of clearing done, onion bed fortified for now. It still needs to be tidied up and done a bit more really, but I'm hoping that the netting being raised will stop the little critters getting in. I'll show you that now, but that is it for this video. If you have liked this all over the place weird video, click like and subscribe. Got a good few subscriptions now. Keep messaging me with your suggestions or any sort of requests. I've been requested to put a plan of my plot, what I'm going to do. I'll put that on Instagram and Twitter where you can follow us. It's at Second City Cottage. But that is it for now. I am going to go and watch the football. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see you soon. See you next time. Ta-da. Forgot, didn't I? Just before you go, this is the new bed. Well, same bed, but it's now got a surround around it. The end bit I need to get a bit more pallet wood off. This is all made with bits of pallet, and the stakes are from the other plot. The net is up around it, so I'm hoping now that nothing can get in. Sort of fortified that corner down there a little bit. I'm going to put something else there actually. So that's the onion bed. Fingers crossed. Pray for the onions. Hashtag pray for the onions. But really knocking something together in probably about 45 minutes, just as like a fix me up at. I'm pretty chuffed with that, to be honest. So yes, hopefully the onion bed is safe. Right, now I'm off to watch the football. See you later.